The Falcons punt. It's Rashard Mendenhall. 1st and 10 from the 50. Slips through a hole, and he is going. He is gone. 50-yard touchdown run for Rashard Mendenhall. 120 yards in the game. Steelers win it 15-9. Go.
This thing is over.
Neil Rackers from 35 yards away. And the Houston Texans, they are 2-0 for the first time since 2007.
And it is good. The Atlanta Falcons have stunned the defending Super Bowl champion.
And so now the Redskins for the game winner on the ensuing drive. They win it 16-13.
If it's up to me.
Dan Carpenter from 44 yards away. Dolphins, they're 3-0 on the road this year. They went after the bye, 23-20. Game in the fourth quarter and overtime. Gostowski from 35 yards away for the victory. 4 plays later, Billy Cundiff from 38 yards away, the game winner. So the Ravens hold on for the 37th
foot, and he missed from 39 yards out, but did get a shot of redemption with 5 ticks to go. This one he hooked in as opposed to hooked out.
Back comes Nick Folk, and Nick Folk from 30 yards away kicks the game winner, and the Jets do go on top of the AFC East and change to go in overtime. Now Ryan Longwell for the win. Right down the middle, and the Vikings come back from the figurative dead.
Going to get deep.
And Janikowski now for the game winner. Oakland, they've won 3 in a row and 4 out of the last 5. They have a winning record
In their own end instead of batting it down and perhaps getting better field position. So the Jets get the Browns to go 3 and out, and this happens with 16 ticks to go. Santonio Holmes back in Ohio with a big walk-off win for the Jets.
Layup.
Got it. And that's the way the 49ers survived to improve to 3-6. This set up Graham Gano for the game winner from 48. Gano! Yeah! And that's the way the Redskins win. And Sean Schweitzum for the win. Schweitzum. It's good.
3 overtime losses.
Perfectly reading that play and making a play on the throw.
Sean Lee gets his second pick of the day. David Beeler from 38 yards away. The Cowboys have won 3 of 4 under interim head coach.
Houston offense hot, right? So they're coming back. One man rush now, though, until that.
Right here.
Wow. That's Josh Wilson walking it in 12 yards out, and that is how the game ended.
Just 152 yards, and Dave Rayner setting up for the 34-yard field goal in overtime in sudden death, and that would end it. Lions win it 23-20.
Now Graham Gano to seal it for the Washington Redskins.
Good.
Yes. From 31 yards away, Redskins go on to win it. Set up this. Bailey, the rookie, to win it in overtime. Tony Romo with a fractured rib and all leads the Cowboys back.
Opportunity to make a play. Calvin Johnson says, I will make that play. That's what you saw.
And here's one of the great kickers in the history of the National Football League, Jason Hansen.
43 yards away, the game winner. The Lions are 3-0. 52-yard field goal attempt here from Matt Prater. It's good. So Tim Tebow leads the Broncos.
For Ryan Suckup, 30 yards, game-winning field goal. It is good. The Chiefs have won again. They started 0-3. They've won 4 in a row.
Overtime. Rams are punting, and they're punting it to Patrick Peterson.
If you know what I know.
He caught it on the 2.
He don't want to punt.
He didn't catch it on the 1, did he?
Already.
He did catch it on the 1. Look at this. He always break tackles, 3, 4, 5 tackles, and now.
You got to be kidding me.
Then hold it up. Hold it up.
No, he
That's what I tried to tell you.
Wait a minute.
Where you go for it?
There you go.
Playing in on Smith right there. Casey from 26 yards away. And the Saints, they went in overtime, 26-23 yarder, but then again, they probably would have had to delay a game as well. No matter.
Oh, that was close.
Really?
Would have made that.
Sneaks it in there.
Whoa.
Tebow
I've done all I can do.
37 yards away. The Broncos, they've won 5 of 6 possession, first and 15.
This is a great
And watch
play call.
Cobb get away from the rush to Laurent Stevens
Great
howling.
play call.
Well blocked.
Watch
you get
the
that
pursuit.
guy out in
Watch the
space.
pursuit.
Nice
Watch the
piece of
pursuit.
running.
Yep.
Well, and Howling, Stevens Howling's a return guy, so he knows what to do once he gets the ball in his hands.
And the 88 Club, way to come up with it.
Prater with the smelling soap from 51 yards away.
Bam!
Knocks it down.
Unbelievable.
6 straight victories for the Denver Broncos and Tim Tebow, 7 of their last 8.
500.
Feely. Nothing more than Feely.
From 36 yards.
And Hugh Jackson and the Raiders.
It's on the way. Arizona wins it.
The Broncos have been in 3 overtime games this year. They won them all. Got him at the 40. It's Thomas at the 50. Stickler got him free to the 30, to the 20. Thomas to the 10. Denver's going on the New England. They win it on the first play of overtime.
And it's not Clip. Got it! The New York Giants go from 9-7.
Out again, but this one's just from 38 yards as a gimme. I think he actually kicks it with his left foot. 26-23 Vikings lead. So they're faced with a 4th and 3. Gabbert looking for Laurent Robinson. The Vikings win.
Gonna try and win it. It's Suckup from 31.
Good. That right there, boy. When that field goal went in.
I'm going to kick the field goal time.
We're just going to try to, oh no, why?
Quarterback sneak and the Titans defensive line coming up big there. Pushing Sean Hill back, and that's how it ends.
Now,
Not even close.
Look, I don't profess to.
I'll nail it. I'm good. 33. Just another easy day for Sexy Rexy and the Jets, who are now 2-1. So now it's up to Jay Feely, and this is a Feely good moment. Yeah.
Nothing more than
46 yards for the win. They're 4-0.
And Hanson. Yes? Of course it's yes.
And yes, it is.
Again, you can't have any sympathy for the Eagles than they're in their own
Season. 2 for 2 coming into this one.
Unless you know they hadn't gotten close.
It's an extra point.
Says a lot about the offense.
Got a game winner.
Go layup.
Bills split their NFC West road trip.
And this would wrap it up in overtime.
He's a distinguished alumni.
He nails it. 26-23 today. They're going to get him paid.
4th and 6 from the Jets. Goskowski, 48 yards out. Patriots take the 29 to 20 yards.
That's the new overtime rule. Now the Jets do get the ball.
And that's
what happened.
how it ends up. Sanchez is sacked by Rob Ninkovich.
A walk-off
So here we are headed to overtime. 2nd and 10.
Great play call.
That's the throwback screen.
This is one of the best plays of the season thus far.
Vic Ballard sacrifices his body with the dive into the end zone.
And if you score a touchdown on your first possession in overtime, it's game over. Look at that spin.
That's where coach is in there.
That's trying to win right there, man.
And I know Sam, you can't take that sack. You got to throw that ball away.
He threw for 275 on this day. Here he hits Brandon Gibson, but look at the clock. That's it. Hey, we have our first tie since 08.
At the most inopportune times, and the Chiefs had turned the ball over throughout the season. And now when they needed to not turn the ball over, they do in a crucial situation.
Mike Tomlin doesn't waste any time. He brings out Sean Swisham immediately. No
very difficult spot.
Well, he didn't catch it.
I know.
But Andre Johnson catches this, and he is gone.
Game winner.
And that's how it ends. 45 yards, Schaub to Johnson, and the Texans win 43-37.
Carolina's got to hold him to a field goal to at least get a chance. Freeman to Dallas Clark, and
Not so much.
good night.
Blood's flattening up, bro.
There you go, and it's Dan Bailey, the game winner. And guess who's 500 with their next 2 games at home against
Graham. This time, look out. It is good, and just barely, but it's a winner for Houston.
For the win. And a huge come-from-behind win for the leaders of the AFC North.
At their own 41-yard line.
This one's about to be tied as well. 30 seconds left in overtime.
And that just snuck in. Greg Zuerlein from 54 yards out.
Is over.
Dunny done.
Next play, Wilson to Sidney Rice, who gets laid out by Major Wright, but that is a touchdown. They looked at it.
He paid for it.
He did pay for it, but Forbath for 3.
For good.
And the win. The Redskins have won 4 in a row. They're 7-6. Last week he won it in Cincinnati as time expired. Here he finishes it in overtime. It's been a trying year for this squad, but he splits the uprights. The Cowboys fall to 8-7 as they head to D.C. next week. It's Justin Tucker from 47 to win it. The rookie out of Texas, and Baltimore continues its dance.
Goal from the Titans, 3/11th play of the drive. Schaub says, I'm going to Hopkins. Touchdown. Texans love it. Schaub loves it. Watch it.
Pete keep running all the way to Seattle because y'all are 4-0 for the first time ever.
Ever?
A 43-yarder from Mike Nugent. And here he goes, and it is right down the middle. Bengals win 27-24. Bengals' first road win of the season. 4 plays later, Nick Folk from 42 yards. This is what Nick Folk does. A folk hero for the Jets. They win 30-27 in overtime. They break a 6-game losing streak to the Patriots.
A 59-yard field goal punted, and that paid off as Cameron Wake busts through and records the first walk-off safety since Wally Ogunleye did it against the Titans in 2004.
That's a man's play by 88. That's a man's play by 88.
Darrell Young, this is a guy who had 2 carries all year coming into the day. He had 3 touchdowns, and the Redskins improved from 3 and 5. 3 plays later, Stephen Hausch got to win it.
In the house.
That's 12 straight wins at home, and Tampa Bay falls to 0-8.
In for a 46-yarder. This one looks even further than 46. Doesn't matter. Tucker nails it. Ravens win it in overtime, 20-17.
No need to wait any longer. This is Robbie Gould from 38 yards out. Hour and 53 weather delay and an overtime period later. That's how the Chicago Bears move to 6-4.
Possessions by each team. One last play. And here comes Cordero Patterson, and he's going to go all the way to the 46-yard line, and the Packers have to settle for their first tie since 1986. Steven Gostkowski completes the 24-0 comeback by winning it 34-31.
211 yards on the day. Blair Walsh not going to miss from 34 yards out.
I just hope they can build a team around AP.
And the kick is good, and the Falcons have won in overtime.
For Jay Feely. And Feely's kick is up and good, and Arizona wins it in overtime.
This from 45 yards out. Giants win, Lions lose, but was it Jim Schwartz's final game in Detroit?
Power's still moving.
So now Nick Novak from 36, and that gives the Bolts a 3-point lead. But remember about the overtime rules. Kansas City has a chance to tie or even win it. Now on 4th and 15, Chase Daniel, throw it to the open gut. Wait, no, throw it behind the line of scrimmage.
He rushed for 10 yards, then trying to throw the ball.
Could have ran, but it cursed down.
Yard line. 2 plays later. Yep, that's the game winner. That would be Dan Carpenter firing it off from 27 yards. Not a game tying, but a game winning. Field goal on the way. 52 yards. Get some.
So all Manning can do is watch as beast mode ends the game with a scamper. The Seahawks win it. They blow a 2-touchdown lead, but Kyrie Robinson, watch it.
This man run right here.
Bam. He loves contact.
And after the opening drive in overtime, a touchdown does it. That was a great call. So Bailey for the win from 49 yards out. And guess who's 4-1 for the first time in 6 years? Drove all the way down the field. So here's Mike Nugent from 36 for the game winner. And he
36 yards.
Donovan McNabb will be pleased to know this is the highest scoring tie game in NFL history.
This one was a pretty short overtime. You know why? Glennon is going to find his rookie again, but then another rookie. How about Anthony Barr from UCLA? Strips, and then the scoop and score to end the ball game.
Play after a timeout. Romo dances in the pocket. Looked to be some miscommunication before the throw, throwing right for Dez Bryant. And guess who? Bashaud Breeland there to bat it down. Fitting end.
That's all right. This is in overtime now. Here we go.
Bridgewater. Little screen pass.
Oh, boy.
Jerry is right.
Oh, Sheldon Richardson, great hustle, buddy, but you're not going to catch him. Folks, that is your ball game.
Looked at it, though, in review and confirmed it. Chargers move it down the field, and the Chargers cap off the, well, it's the biggest comeback in Charger history.
Wilson toward the end zone. It is caught! Seattle's going to the Super Bowl. Jermaine Kearse.
So Stedman Bailey on the 22-yard catch there in between Richard Sherman and Earl Thomas set up Greg Zerline.
31
we still
points,
call him
DJ.
Legatron anymore?
I like Greg the Leg, but Legatron was a nickname.
That was one of them, right? 37-yard field goal, Rams up 34-31. Because it's the field goal, Seahawks get a shot. 4th and 1. They do not try the slant to Ricardo Pocket.
You know what the Ravens had tonight that the Steelers didn't? A kicker who could make field goals.
Consistent kicker.
Justin Tucker from 52 yards out. Game, set, match.
He could have kicked this with his heel backwards, with his eyes
That would
closed.
have been impressive.
Yeah,
and Vinatieri got it.
Never happens. Second play. Breeze to C.J. Spiller.
Catch him on that back, and it's a wrap. Sorry, Church. Called the matchup. It was a wrap. Oh, yeah. Oh, two, they going to take advantage of that one every time.
Redskins win the toss.
I'll sit
They
this
get
one
the
out,
ball.
LeVar.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to sit this one out, too.
Oh, well, then I'll go. 2nd and 8. Cousins. Ryan, looking for Ryan Grant. He kind of slips in
What's
there.
his name?
Robert Alford.
Oh, no. He came back to haunt. What rhymes with
For a-
Barnage if he makes this field goal?
Travis Coons field goal attempts from 32 yards out, and the Browns, after losing on a field goal a week ago,
Went into
win
a
it.
bunch of kickers out there, but Nugent did what he needed to do.
Well, and after trading a couple possessions in overtime, it would be Nugent banging it off the left upright and in 42 yards. It's good. Version there. Manning, 3 interceptions in the day, almost 300 yards, and that set up for Andy McManus 34-yard field goal. As I said, the Browns have now either won or lost.
Don't finish 0-16 for the second time in their history.
From 27 yards in overtime.
Everybody's celebrating in Motown.
That's a touchdown.
Bucks would have to kick a field goal. Connor Barth is good from 31 yards out, but of course that doesn't win it because it's a field goal. On the first possession, the Falcons get a chance to match. So 4th and 7. Last shot here for Matt Ryan with a defender at his feet. Cannot make the throw.
Roman Harper.
So here we go. And the kick is good for the win. The Panthers, 29-26.
That was an interesting play. They gave
Second
him
and goal.
inside leverage.
Mariota rolling out right. What do we call it? The tight end
Little
high.
tight end high
Anthony
for 6.
Sassano. And he's got the game winner. So let's bring in Blair Walsh from 40 yards out for the win.
What is it, Rhett?
Good.
It's good.
Walsh fired up as his Vikings move to 6.
I love it when
Next play, Bradford. Watch him step up and deliver it to Matthews, and there's your game winner. It's the second time this year the Cowboys lose in overtime on a walk-off touchdown.
Yes, we are.
So 3rd and 1, and it's C.J. Anderson.
And guy again made someone miss an open field, and it's off to the house. That's a great feeling, man, when you're running in the end zone by yourself.
So we're going to overtime.
That's some voodoo right there.
Blaine Gabbert letting it loose, DJ. Did you know he had it in him to Torrey Smith?
That's all Blaine Gabbert does, guys. Big plays. You
right.
thought that's what you were bringing Torrey Smith in. So you're saying there's a chance.
We already
used that earlier in the show. Thank you,
used
Ray.
it.
I already used it earlier in the show, buddy. DJ, you're late to the
Come on,
party.
Josh Brown.
To throw or to run it, and he took a loss of 3. 3 plays later, Sebastian Janikowski put up 3, and the Raiders are up in overtime, 23-20. Remember, the field goal doesn't win it on the first drive in overtime, so the Chargers get an answer, chance to answer.
I mean, it was really high to Danny Woodhead, really no one in the vicinity.
One big receiver to get you down there, LeVar. Go ahead and hit the other one to
Hit
win
the
the
other
game.
big one to win it. Yep. Eric Decker. Walk-off touchdown catch for the Jets.
In a big spot like that, to be legal like they did.
McManus, boy, just dusts himself off after that miss. It was set for A.J. McCarron. Down 3, and it would come down to this play on a 2nd and 10. Can't feel the snap out of the shotgun.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, end over end, and the San Francisco 49ers have defeated the St. Louis Rams.
We love the fade to Fitz. We're going to run the shovel pass, and that is it. Arizona has its first playoff win since 2009.